everybody, I'm Lisa Roberry, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to continue on sniffing our way through the brand new Fall and Winter 2020 catalog. We kicked off this series talking about and sniffing through the brand new releases. Brand new to Scentsy. So much fun. I love them. So much fun. So today we're going to continue on with this series where we are doing our little sniff sessions together. And today we are going to be sniffing through the holiday collection. So all of these scents, there are 8 total, are returning fragrances. So this is a really good lineup. I really like all of these fragrances. There's maybe one that I'm not as crazy about, but I do definitely like this lineup for sure. So the first one we're going to talk about is Be Merry. And this one, it's a really pretty red wax. This one was actually a scent of the month. Was it last year or the year before? But this was a scent of the month, and I know I really loved it. So this one is like, I want to say it's cranberries meets a Christmas tree. It's so nice. I like Christmas tree scents, but for a very short period of time, like right before Christmas, couple days after, but then I'm kind of over it. This is good. This one is nice to enjoy, I feel like, all throughout the winter season because it's not just tree scent. You have the sweetness from what I find to be cranberry, and then you have that green kind of pine scent in this. And I love it. I think it's really nice. This is a really great performer, so I was really happy to see that this came back. Yeah, it had to have been 2 years ago that it was a scent of the month because this one was around for the catalog last fall and winter season. So I was really happy to see this one did come back for the catalog, and I'm really happy to see that it's back. So this is actually in the woods category, and Scentsy says, joy abounds in pine boughs dotted with holly leaf and cassis. So there is no actual cranberry note to this. So it must be the holly leaf and the cassis that gives it that sweetness and kind of that tart note. But if you are someone who you are not super familiar with what holly leaf smells like and cassis, imagine like a tart cranberry meets Christmas tree. That's what this smells like to me personally, and I love it, and it's a super great performer as well. So Be Merry is coming back for the winter season 2020. Happy about that one. Next one is Silver Bells. I actually was gonna say that this one's a bestseller, but since he has it listed here, has the bestsellers listed, and this is not one of them, but my friends in particular do really love this one. Silver Bells has to have silver wax, of course. And this one, it's very different. This, you guys know me. I don't really love minty fragrances, but I do actually like this. This is like a sweet candy cane with like an extra added sweetness. It's really nice, it's really different, and I can definitely, this is one that I do actually really like to enjoy after like the really heavy fall, spicy, bakery kind of scents, because it's almost like you need a little bit of like a fresh pick-me-up after those like really heavy fall fragrances. And this is one of the ones I tend to reach for to kind of cleanse my palate, if you will. And this one's really nice. I feel like it's a really nice, cool, wintry scent. So Scentsy says, mint candy canes dance over warm and welcoming winter pear, all enveloped in a velvety blanket of caramel and vanilla sugar. So I know that sounds like there's a lot going on, but it's so good. It's done really well. And if you are someone like me where you're like, I like peppermint, but I don't want it to be like all peppermint. I'm like that with cinnamon as well. I'm okay, I appreciate it, but I need some other things going on with it. And so this checks those boxes for me. It's really good. Love it. And like I said, it's totally perfect for like after the fall heavy scents. This is kind of one of my go-tos. So this is actually considered to be a fresh scent. So that is Silver Bells. Next is a bestseller, and it is Christmas Cottage. And this is one that I do really like as well. Kind of different. And like I said, it is a bestseller, and I can definitely see why. I actually have a couple of bricks in this because I do really like this. This is probably as cinnamon forward as I can really, I don't want to say handle, but what I really like. It is a red hot cinnamon scent. but then there's like this sweetness of like orange or citrus in this. That's really nice. But if you don't like cinnamon predominant scents, you may not like this one so much. But for me, if you're like me, where you're like, I like cinnamon, but I don't want it to be too much, I need some added sweetness, this is really, really great for that. And totally perfect for the holiday season. So Scentsy says, Christmas Cottage is a cozy, inviting blend of Valencia oranges, raspberry, cloves, and spices. So yeah, there is that added sweetness of the Valencia oranges and the raspberries, but then you have that like kind of aggressive spice coming from the clove, and I would say it's cinnamon. It's not cinnamon specific in the description, but it's good. It is really nice. So love that. Totally perfect for the holidays for sure. I can't believe I'm talking about the holidays right now. We're in the last week of July, but that's okay. That's okay. It'll be here before you know it. Just like, I mean, I feel like at the end of each month, I've been telling you guys, oh my gosh, a whole month has flown by again. It's crazy. Okay, another one that I feel like should be a bestseller is Very Merry Cranberry. And this is great for my cranberry lovers. This is fun, but it's more, you know how with cranberries, it's like sweet and kind of tart. This one doesn't have that tartness. It's more on the sweet side. So really, really nice. Love this. It's fantastic. Scentsy says, lush red winter berries pop against a backdrop of snow-covered cedar, creating a lovely winter landscape. So that's why. Because there is no actual cranberry in the description, but I can see why you would call this cranberry. Because you do have that, it does smell like cranberry to me, and I don't know if it's just my mind is fooling me because of the name of this scent. But what I do like about this is that it doesn't have that little kind of tart note to it. It's more sweet. But it is a cool, definite like sweet winter berry scent, which I do really like. So that is Very Merry Cranberry. And next is Cranberry Garland. And I love this one. This should be a bestseller. I mean, all of these are really great, really. I mean, I guess you can't have all bestsellers, but this is a really, really good, tried and true cranberry scent. It actually was in my club because I didn't want to be without this. I have removed it from my club, but this is really nice. It's a really nice, true cranberry scent. It is sweet, and then you do get this really nice kind of green tree note mixed along with it, which is beautiful. It's really, really nice. This is actually considered to be a woody scent. Scentsy says, Cranberry Garland, sweet tart cranberry, grounded by sage and earthy pine cones. And that's what I love about it, is that it is that authentic cranberry scent, but you have the earthiness from the pine cones and the sage. So it's really good. Cranberry Garland is a must, especially if you like those like cranberry scents. Really, really nice. Next is Very Snowy Spruce, and Very Snowy Spruce is my favorite tree scent. When I want just a tree scent, this is my go-to. I love this. Oh, I do love this. And this for me totally reminds me of the holidays. I am a fake Christmas tree girl. I have 2 fake Christmas trees. One of them is realistic looking and one is rose gold. Like, I'm not even mad about it. I'm really not even mad about it. But one thing I do miss with the Christmas tree, having a real Christmas tree, is obviously the scent. Now, does this smell like a super true, authentic Christmas tree? No, there is like a sweetness to it, but it is like what Christmas tree scent that is present does smell authentic. But then there is like this added sweetness to it that I just love so much. And this is absolutely my go-to. So when I smell this, I think Christmas. I'm like, yep, that's my go-to. So this is amazing. Love, love, love. So this allows me to enjoy my fake Christmas trees without the falling needles, without the sap, without the mess. And I get the lovely smell too. So it's fantastic. Ah, I love it. So, and I have had most people ask, okay, well, what's the difference between Very Snowy Spruce and Iced Pine? Is that one available? I think it is. Iced Pine is available. And now we have one that's just for you. If you saw my my new releases sniff session. So we've got a couple of tree-based scents, right? Just for you. I'm still interested in warming that one. It smells like it's going to be really super light. And there is a wild blackberry note. I didn't actually smell that. The blackberry note, that is. It smelled very, very light. I didn't really smell much of anything. But the difference, I would say, between Very Snowy Spruce and Iced Pine, which we are going to talk about that one in a future video. Iced Pine is more Christmas tree meets peppermint, where Very Snowy Spruce is Christmas tree meets sweet. I don't know. It's like a cool sweetness, but it's not peppermint. Does that make sense? Anyways, Scentsy says, Very Snowy Spruce is a bestseller. Breathe in fresh forest air, balsam, spruce, and cedar branches. Embrace the warmth of amber and woody pine cones. I love it. I love it. It must be the balsam that adds the sweetness, and obviously the warmth of amber. I love amber scents. Any scents that have amber in it, I'm like, yes, sign me up for like 17,000 of them, because I love amber-based scents. So that's what it is. It's the amber that's adding the sweetness. So love that one. If you like Christmas tree type scents year-round, add this one to your Scentsy Club. It's a really, really good one. Very Snowy Spruce. Okay, last two. So this one, Perfect Peppermint, is, I mean, if you've been with me for any amount of time, you know I don't love peppermint scents, so that would be the only one that I'm like, yeah, I could live without it, but I can see why people like it. Perfect Peppermint obviously is a white wax, and this one, it just smells like peppermint. That's all it smells like, and I don't love peppermint scents. It's just me. I know a lot of people who like peppermint, and if you do, this will be your jam. I promise you. There's no added anything to it. There's no chocolate note to it. There's no anything else. There's no evergreen. It's just peppermint. That's why it's called Perfect Peppermint. So Scentsy says, cooler than most, pure peppermint is the popular kid you'll love to love. There you go. And if you want to do some mixing and add in like a chocolate mixer, you could totally do that too. I know a lot of people that do that. So this one, it's good. I can live without it personally, but if you love peppermint, pick this one up. You'll love it. And I've heard it's a really great performer as well. Okay, last but most certainly not least is yes, this is my favorite from the collection. Winterberry Apple Tea. I was so happy to see this one come back, you guys. This rocked my world last year. So much so that it was in my Scentsy Club. It would still be there even through the changes that I still have to do. The changes have officially taken effect, and I know a lot of people have been asking me questions like, what's going on with this? I know that they're having some glitches and they're working through some things, which is why they had the changes take effect when they did. That way they would have time to fix any glitches and things. So yeah, I still am planning to do that video, but if this scent had not come back, this is a ride or die for me. I can't live without it. It would stay in my club, but since it's back, it got the boot. So Winterberry Apple Tea is so good. So good. Just give me a moment, friends. This is so good. It really is that. It is apple. It's honey. Oh, it's sweet. There's a little bit of fall spice to it. It's perfection. Absolute perfection. Winter tea cozies up to cranberry, apple, and honey. So that's what I love about this. So you know how I was telling you about how cranberry a lot of times has that kind of tart note to it? I love that the honey and the apple notes in this kind of calm down that tart. It's just sweet. Oh, sweet fall goodness. But honestly, I would absolutely warm this all year round. I am just crazy like that. I love this. It's so good. And it's such a great performer. Oh, I'm so happy that this one came back because it's phenomenal. But like I said, had it not come back, it would be staying in my club. And I don't share. No, this is so good. So if you are newer to Scentsy, if this is your first fall and winter season, if we have the same kind of taste, you gotta pick this one up. It's so, so good. So if I were to pick, we'll just say like my top 3 in this category, number 1 for sure has to be Winterberry Apple Tea. Number 2 would probably be Very Snowy Spruce. And number 3, Cranberry Garland. Those would be my top 3 picks from the holiday collection. Whew, love them. This is getting me all jazzed up for fall and winter. That is for sure. So I'm loving this. Let me know in the comments what your favorite holiday fragrance is. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you are new, please subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.